So I wanted to do a quick video on, the transitions right now. We're in a transitionary time. A lot of energies are pretty heavy, as well as the fact that it's fall and the end of the year is coming. And some folks have pressured themselves so that it's not just the end of 2019, but it's the whole end of our decade. Yes. And as a result, some are really feeling, or in their feelings. Yeah, in their feelings about a lot of stuff and feeling like a failure. Like, oh, geez, I didn't get to my goals. Now I'm saying this pretty light because I need somebody to laugh because it's been a rough season for many. All right. It really has. Like, tying yourself into success and where you made your mistakes does not define you. Okay. The mindset of knowing that success, failure is always going to happen, mistakes will always occur, but this is where you do your growing and much of your learning. And the more you attach yourself to it as a failure and as something that's bad, is the more you'll attract more of those type of thoughts, and then you'll start to perpetuate more of those things into your life. So it's important that you take a step back, okay, and disconnect yourself from that outcome and that meaning of failure to yourself. Because as you're attaching that meaning to you, you're internalizing that energy, and then you're perpetuating more of those things. Now, how do you get out of this cycle? All right. First off, we have to, one, forgive yourself and forgive um, the people and places that are in your mind um, right now. Okay. These situations that has occurred that has you in this place were all things that were a part of an experience. Okay. And when you look at it that way, you begin to detach yourself from it. And it allows you some space to forgive you and forgive them. And by doing this, it releases you from being that victim, feeling like a victim in the situation. When we're operating in the state of victim mentality, we start to vibrate at a lower level because we essentially are giving our power away to another person. We're giving it to the situation, and we're saying, you have control over me, and until you decide to give me attention or say I'm sorry, I will forever be like this. And what I want to let you know is that you have more power in you than you realize. And what needs to happen is an internal switch right now on how you're looking at this situation, this person, place, or thing, and letting go of what it did to you and starting to look at what you've gained from it. Because through every dark cloud, there is a silver lining, and there is something wonderful out of what you received that you just have to be able to draw awareness to. So like until you start to like appreciate those losses, can you not move forward? All right. And shall you always like stay feeling like a victim? And this phase of feeling like, oh my God, this happened to me, can last not just a day, not just weeks, but years. Years. So there's people that you've met where they're, when you talk to them, they've, and you may be feeling this too. Like if you think back how long ago this instance was that happened to you, it may have been 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 years ago. And 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 it keeps cycling itself each time you talk about it, each time you bring it up, each time you try to justify yourself into a new stance. So the best way to move forward is to, one, forgive the person, forgive the situation, forgive yourself, and then the next thing is letting it go. Once you've taken what you've learned from this situation, it's easier for you to just kind of like move forward. Like it won't be a cycle in your life. It won't be a story that you have to tell. You have to find a way to release yourself from this story. Okay, because if not, it will continue to cycle like in a computer program. You know, it'll be like that virus that you just can't get rid of. You've downloaded Norton or whatever antivirus thing, and it's not until you go to like a professional can you get rid of that thing. So that's what's happening inside your brain. You know, that you're allowing these stories to send signals to the amygdala, sending the fear and flight to protect you, running through your body, and then you're always reliving the same type of thing. Now, the next thing is your health, like actually watching the things that you're eating, because they do contribute to the way that you think. All right. um, if you find it's hard for you to be focused and you're having brain fogginess, there's a lack of clarity, you're always feeling fatigued, drained from the situations, and uncertain on which way you should go, this may have some relations to your diet as well. Okay, now I'm not a doctor, but what I do know is that your gut health has a direct relation to your thought processes. Okay, so do a cleanse, do like a 30-day detox or 5-day detox to help cleanse out the bad bacteria. Get on some probiotics to nourish the good bacteria in your stomach. From there, start eating more fruits and vegetables, drink plenty of water, and keeping yourself hydrated. If you do those things, you'll be surprised how differently you start to feel. All right. You'll notice that you'll probably start sleeping more, and you'll have better thought processes, and you'll notice a change at least after 30 days. So give your body the 28-day cycle it needs to run on of consistency, by eating differently, and allowing yourself some more downtime, some rest time, um, through this. Okay. 2019 is not just the end of a year, it's the end of a decade, and a lot of folks are putting a lot of pressure on themselves with that. The holidays are coming, so the feeling of stress of having, things being dependent on them, burdens on their shoulders, is a lot heavier right now. Cycles are ending, the weather's changing, you're getting less sun. All of these compounded things, it's equations for like depression and even suicidal thoughts, where you're regurgitating or reliving certain bad memories and feeling of loneliness, because you're not being tied in. So this is where you always hear me say meditation. But no, right now, before I even say go into the meditation, I say these things for you to draw awareness to why these things may be occurring with you right now at this time, and why you may feel low energy, lack of motivation, and feeling that you want more to it. Some people can come on, they have all this high energy and motivation, and you wonder or wish that you could be like them. And it's not even about that anymore, all right? Because that alone can drive yourself crazy, and there's no point to put yourself through comparing other people's where they're at, their reels, and you don't even know they're behind the scene reels, because a lot of folks behind the scene reels is worse than where you're at right now. They just paint a prettier picture. Okay, so if you take that into what I'm saying and maybe do a detox, even with social, doing a detox with certain people in your life, and just like letting yourself do some fun things that you like to do. Like think of some fun things you love to do. Some of you may be a little bit too low, so I'm going to give you a memory jogger. Okay. Maybe you like to take a walk. Maybe you love to dance. Maybe you love to sing. Maybe you like to draw. Maybe you love to paint. Maybe you like to take pictures, of scenery, or you like, to construct things. You like there's so many things like it could possibly do, but the key is what makes you smile. Okay. I love to dance, and by doing these silly little things, even if it's coloring in a coloring book and you haven't done it in years, it's all about smiling. Finding something that makes you smile again. It may be working out. It may be, and I'm tired of saying it may be laughing. Maybe you need a joke, So the thing is, let loose for a second, tune out, unplug, not kill yourself or take yourself out, or, self-medicate and do any of that stuff, taking the vices. Yerk! No. This is your temple. Okay, this is your temple. So love your temple, love your body within you, and feel that life inside of you. Okay, and while you're there, allow yourself to do the things you love to do once again. Make the simple things that make you smile, not what made other people feel good. What made you feel good? And see if you start to feel better from there. Now, if you're really, really, really low and you're like on the edge, or if you know somebody who may be like that, then they might need help, like to talk to somebody, or if you're a counselor, if you want to learn how to connect with your clients better, then then speaking to someone like me would be beneficial, so I can teach you how to open your gifts to connect with your clients better. If you're that low, for me, I am a vibrational healer, but I focus on helping people be an energetic match to the things that they want to attract in their life. So your vibrations have to be raised a bit more for me to be able to work with you. Having no will to live it won't be the best for me to help you. Your will has to be there, and the reason why I say this is because as doing energy healing, I am just but a facilitator. The other part is you. So it's like a requirement like, I can't impede on someone's free will. Okay. I just can't, and I won't. So it really has to be with a person wanting that energetic match. And that's where I'm helping. So it's more to help you get to your gifts, open your gifts up. And I don't feel the gifts are valuable until you've learned certain life lessons, if you understand what I'm saying first.